The Ravens held their season review press conference today with head coach John Harbaugh and general manager Eric DeCosta. They looked back at the 2023 season and also looked ahead to what the future holds for this team and for this organization. Now, much of the conversation at the outset of the press conference focused on the loss to the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Reporters asked questions about the game plan for that game, specifically the lack of running attempts, specifically by the running backs. Head coach John Harbaugh explained the strategy at the start of today's presser.
In that game, a big part of our game plan were RPOs, which are run-pass options, based on what the defense gives you, cans and check with me's, which are run-pass options a lot of times. Sometimes they're pass-to-pass, which we had. Sometimes they're run-to-run. But a lot of what we were doing was directed at the line of scrimmage by what the defense gave us, and the defense was lined up to take away the run. So the next thing would be to bring it in tight and just run the ball at heavy formations and wide receivers blocking the edge and protecting the edge that way. We could have done that, but we were down. So we wanted to keep the formations open and gives ourselves the best chance to try to move the ball and score points. 2-minute defense, 2-minute offense at the end of the half, 2-minute offense mostly throughout the whole fourth quarter we were in. That's going to take away rushing attempts. So it's not an excuse. You want to run the ball more. Sometimes you've got to be willing to get big and run the ball that way. We just didn't want to do it that way in the game, and it cost us the opportunity to run the ball more.
Now, that was just one of many talking points over the course of this press conference that lasted nearly an hour today. There was lots of discussion about the future, and an interesting point that Eric DeCosta made is that he feels like the window's always open. If you draft well, if you develop players well, then the window is going to remain open, and that is the mindset of this team and this organization.
You get to the point where you have to play with who you have, and you have to draft well, and you have to hit on players, and I think we've done that the last couple of years. We've seen the emergence of a lot of younger players, and that's going to continue. We've got a great process. We've got great evaluators. Our coaching staff does a phenomenal job, and we also develop players. So I don't really subscribe to the idea of windows opening and closing. I'd like to believe that with careful roster building and good drafting and development of players, the window is going to always be open.
Now, of course, a big question mark for the Ravens will be all the pending free agents, including Justin Madubuike, Patrick Queen, and Kevin Zeitler, among many others. Now, DeCosta said that he's not going to reveal any secrets on that front. He learned that going through the Lamar Jackson negotiation last year, so he kept all of his cards close to the vest on that front. But a couple things that he did say. One, he wants to make sure that this team has a really good offensive line, so that could be a focus this offseason. Also, he has high hopes and expectations for this receiving core and expects that Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman are going to be key pieces for this team, for this offense moving forward. So there was lots of conversation over the course of this press conference. You can check out the full press conference on our app, our website, our YouTube channel, and our Facebook page. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with you on Monday.